Hi, I'm Francis Buckley, and welcome to another exciting adventure of Studio Rescue. Now today we're going to go and meet Steve Hernandez, and Steve's presenting us with quite a problem because his studio is really small. There's a lot of stuff in the room. It's going to be an interesting studio rescue, so let's go rescue Steve's studio. Hey, Steve.
Hey, how's it going, Francis?
Pretty good yourself?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Got your message? You're having some problems here in your room?
Yeah, I'm having.
So tell me what's going on.
Well, as you can see, I'm over here stuck in the corner, and so I'm trying to get, sonically get the sound that I'm looking for. I can't really seem to get it.
Right.
And so I think it's just because the way things are set up in here. But
right. So when you work in here, when you take stuff out, what are you running into?
I'm not getting. I'm having problems with the bottom end and stuff like that. So
right.
I'm not really getting that clean sound that I'm looking for. Acoustically and.
Right. Well, just a quick survey of the room. First of all, it's a small room, okay? So there are certain problems we're going to encounter that we just can't do anything about based on the size of the room, because obviously I can't tear down a wall or anything like that, But I see you're in the corner, obviously, and corners, unfortunately, is where bass energy tends to build up. So when you're sitting here, you're hearing bass energy that isn't real.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You're not taking advantage of the balance of the room, too. You're kind of stuck in the corner here. So my thought would be, just from initial quick look around the room, is that I might take this and put it over here on this wall, get you a little bit more elbow room.
That would work.
That's the other thing, too. Even though it's a small room, when you put a lot of stuff in it, psychologically, you feel like everything's, closing in on you.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to have to see what we can do. Maybe we can get rid of this, get you a little bit more room.
Yeah.
Might be able to put some of this maybe in your closet over here. The other thing is you've got the foam on the wall back over here.
Yeah.
In a room like this, this is probably overkill.
Oh, okay.
You probably deaden the room way too much. Okay. This is probably your vocal booth here?
Yeah, that's my vocal booth right here.
Okay. Well, we'll get all that out of there. In this kind of room, you really wouldn't need all that much.
Okay.
Okay. Our friends at Acoustics are going to provide us with the acoustic material to put in here, and we'll get this place put together. It's going to take a little bit. I mean, we're going to probably have to play a little bit of dominoes here and go, okay, this fits over here and this fits over here, till we can find the right combination. It may even come down to getting this guy out of here. Okay, one of the problems that we have in the room is, as I was talking about balance, you have this mirror over here, which is a really reflective surface compared to this side over here. You do have a window, but you don't have as much really reflective surfaces on this side as you have on that. That's just something we're going to have to deal with, But we'll work it all out. We'll get as much out of this room as we can possibly get. So,
cool. Thanks a lot, Francis.
Let's rescue Steve's studio. Here we go! Man, I wish I could get my car washed this quickly. All right, so Steve, the very first thing we have to do is we have to get our speakers placed, because that's the most important. Everything else in the room has to revolve around speaker placement. Now, these shelves look pretty good. They look like you're looking right into the speaker. Like sit comfortably in what would be your position. Okay?
There you go.
All right. So I'm looking at about 16 inches. Yeah, we're like right there, man. We're like right there. That's amazing. Okay.
Nice.
Now, the next thing we'd have to do is we'd have to make sure that the speakers, that you're looking directly into them, so they're not pointing off to the side. Wow, this is like really setting up nicely. Okay. But because these speakers, they have a foot, a little soft foot on the bottom. We're going to set them sideways so they fit in here. Because we're going to set them sideways, we're going to use these speaker feet from acoustics. And what they do is they decouple the speaker from the wood. Because if the speaker's sitting on the wood, then the whole wood becomes a sounding board. It's kind of like an acoustic guitar. If you stretch the string and plucked it, you wouldn't hear anything. But if you stretch it across an acoustic guitar with a body, that's where the tone comes from. So we're going to try to avoid some of that by simply taking these feet, and we're going to put one under here and one on the back, and then one on this side. And then one in the back over here. And those are our speaker feet.
Cool, cool.
Okay, so now I want to get it set so that we are looking, again, you're looking right straight into it, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. Okay, so now once the speakers are set like this, what we need to do is we need to be on a triangle. Okay. And whatever the distance is from here to here has to be the same distance out to you.
Okay.
Okay, so let's find it. Okay, we're looking at 32 inches. And dude, no, sit in your spot. We're looking at 32 inches. You are right on the apex of the equilateral triangle. Okay?
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay, this is going to get you a lot better imaging because you're going to be right in the center because there's only one sweet spot in the room. Okay, and that's on the center of that triangle. So you're going to be in the right spot now. Before you had them up here.
Yeah.
So what they were doing is they were doing this.
Going right over my head.
Yep. Now they're a little bit more in line of where your ears are.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So now we have these set. We can go ahead and do the rest of the room. Cool. Let's talk about what we need to do in here acoustically.
Okay.
Okay. We are going to need to do some treatments on the wall. Okay. We normally do this little trick with a mirror where we slide the mirror along the wall, and when you see the cone of the speaker in the mirror, that's our angle of first reflection.
Okay.
Do you see the speaker in the mirror anywhere? Okay. Even if we did the mirror trick here, where are we going to hang a panel?
Yeah.
Okay, it would be impossible to do. So it's something you're just going to kind of have to live with. You're going to have to learn the characteristics of your new room.
Okay.
Okay. We would do the same thing on that wall, but I can tell you where the mirror is going to wind up. It's going to wind up right in the middle of the window. Okay. So I think if we do a few basic things in here, we can take care of whatever problems are going to arise. Okay. The first one would be bass traps. That's pretty ugly. Okay, that's pretty ugly. Okay,
yeah.
So this is going to have to go. We've got some really nice new acoustics bass traps that look really good and really do the job. So we'll get these things down.
Okay.
We may hang one panel back up here, but I'm not really sure. Once we get the other ones in, we'll kind of see how it sounds.
Okay.
And then we're going to treat the back wall. Okay.
lovely back wall.
Now, I understand what you were trying to do. Okay. However, this is neither thick enough nor the right type of material to do what it is you're trying to do. Okay. So we'll get all this down off the wall and make the place look a little bit prettier. But we will hang some nice acoustic panels up here. These are acoustic feet, and what we're going to use these for is for the computer. Okay, because sometimes these vibrations will go through the floor and you'll start to hear it. So basically, we just take the feet.
Combo feet.
There you go. There you go. Just like that. Just gonna sit. Just like that. Okay, much nicer than the other one. Okay, so the next thing we want to work with is our panels. Okay, now we're going to put our panels on the back wall. Okay, and I'm going to use the same measurement I used for those.
Okay.
The 48 inches is going to be where I'm going to set the panel, right? Okay, so here's 48. We got a little mark on the wall right here. We're going to use that as our center point. There's your wall in the back. Now,
Love it.
I mean, it's still nice and it's not bright in here. We don't have anything bouncing around, but it's not as closed in as feeling as it was before.
Yeah.
Well, let's do this. Why don't you sit down here, get this all fired up, make sure everything's working, okay? And I'll be right back.
Cool.
Am I the type to be the future? I just wanna hold you, kiss you, never lose ya. Baby, this a love game. We can switch the rules up.
Whoa! Nice.
This is for you.
Thank you,
It's our
Francis.
way of
Thank
saying
you.
thanks for letting us come out and rescue your studio.
Awesome.
This is the RØDE NT2A large cap condenser microphone.
Oh, that's nice.
It's really a great mic. It's one of my favorite. It's a really great all-around mic. I've used it vocals, guitars, pianos, horns, drums, all kinds of stuff. And everything I've used it on, I've been real happy with the results. Great,
Nice,
great
nice.
all-around mic. It's got your 3 polar patterns. It's got your 2 roll-offs, and it's got your 2-position pad. Okay.
Nice, nice.
It also comes with this really trick shock mount, which is it's a full shock mount, right? But it also has this really cool windscreen
Oh man, that's way
built
easy.
into it.
That is
right?
way easy.
Because that's the hardest thing in the world, getting that
Getting
windscreen
that,
in there
yeah.
just right. It also has a little thing here that allows you to telescope it,
Nice.
right? Okay.
That is
and then
easy.
It just tightens down like that, and
Man.
it's set up and ready to go. But it also comes with one more thing from our friends at Acoustics, who provided us with the rest of the acoustic treatment. It comes with this. This is a Flexi screen light, okay? And the screen just goes down on this post right here
Nice.
and
So it's just
forms
like your own.
a little vocal booth.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, the thing that you were doing where you had all the foam and all that stuff around it. This is what you were trying to accomplish in a much neater, actually much more functional package.
Efficient.
Okay, put your windscreen up and you are ready to go.
Ready to go, huh?
Yep. And this will take care of any of these little reflection problems that you're having here in this room.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Thanks
So
a lot,
with
man.
this and the new setup, you are ready to go.
Thank you, Francis,
and,
so much.
I'm expecting to hear some great things coming out of this room. Okay?
Definitely
So
will.
get back to work. And Steve's studio has been rescued. That was a pretty cool studio rescue. We've made as much use of the limited space that Steve had in his room. We got a lot of stuff out of there, gave us the feeling of more space. Got it moved out into the center of the room, moved the couch around, put up the nice acoustics paneling in there. Because the room is so small, there's only so much we were going to be able to do. But we got that old stuff off the wall, replaced it with the nice, cool new stuff. Everything's looking really great. Thanks again to Acoustics for the panels, the bass traps, the Flexi screen light, and those cool little combo feet that we use to isolate his computer from touching the floor and sending any vibrations through that. And again, thanks to RØDE Microphone for that really nice NT2A. And I think both of those things are going to go a long way toward getting Steve the results that he'd like to get from that studio. Hey, I'm Francis Buckley, and I'll see you again on Studio Rescue. Well, they got awards for just about anything these days. By the way, if your studio's in need of rescue, just log on to rodemic.com/studio rescue, and we'll see what we can do for you.